Hello YouTube and people of the internet. My name is Shockwave and this is Crysis 2. This game is without a doubt probably one of the more not well known games that are out there right now. I mean, it's one of those games where it's like you've heard the title, you probably know that you shoot people in it, but probably barely any people actually know how this game. And I'm sort of disappointed about that. This game is way better than Call of Duty and Halo, and I say that for the sake of playing the game in terms of how it's balanced and how it's actually like set up and whatnot. Call of Duty is a franchise that is it's had its peak and it's not gonna get back to the way that it ever was before. I say that because of Call of Duty 4 was probably the best game that they ever released. Not talking about Call of Duty 2 because I've never played that one. But number 4 was such a great game, and they could have built off of that instead of going down the tubes like it did. The only thing that they've really actually brought into the franchise that actually makes the game worthwhile is probably zombies and wager matches, if you really feel like throwing that in there. But let's talk about some Crysis, because this game well deserves more of the attention than it currently has at the moment. This game is basically like combining Halo Reach with Call of Duty, in the simple fact that you play the game like Call of Duty, but then they throw Halo Reach armor abilities with it. But then also they have the best servers I've ever played on for any kind of shooter. If you play Call of Duty, you kind of know what I'm talking about with the server lag, how it can lag up in the blink of an eye. But in this game, whenever you see the scoreboard, you'll see you'll see one person with a full bar connection, which by definition of every game, you'll know that that's the host. But people have like 3-bar connections in this game. If everyone has a 3-bar connection, that is amazing. And if everyone has a 4-bar connection, that's like throwing Jesus into a shooter game and everyone becomes him. And that's how great the servers are. You can play a game on a straight 1-bar connection with 1 bar, and then there's 1 bar, and then there's 1 bar like red danger connection. Just standard 1-bar connection. You can play that game, play this game perfectly fine, and you'll be flying through it, no problem at all. And that's pretty much it in terms of like the connection. But in terms of the gameplay, it plays almost exactly like Call of Duty. If you've played Call of Duty, you'll feel more than welcome at home. Just because of the way that this game is set up, the way it looks, and the way it feels. The only reason I say Halo Reach is thrown in there because of the max armor, max stealth, which basically max armor, max stealth just delay your max armor. It gives you the ability to just take more hits. It doesn't damage your health, but after a while, your energy depletes after like 2 or 3 shots. So it delays your death slightly, but it's not so overpowered that it's ridiculous. And like even one of the kill streaks is called Maximum Nanosuit, and what that one does is actually it overcharges your energy meter, so it doesn't run out, and so you'll automatically have armor on forever. But the thing that makes that kill streak overpowered is the fact that you can have it on, but then you can still die. It just takes a few more shots. Not a few. It takes a lot more shots. But that's just the point. Is like they don't have some stupid perk like Painkiller in Modern Warfare 2, where it's just sometimes it's just absurd. In this game, it's always a set number of bullets that you have to kill them with, and it's actually relatively easy to kill them. It's not ridiculous. So that sort of touches on the armor abilities. Let's talk about weapons now. The weapons. There's 3 assault rifles, 2 submachine guns, 2 snipers, and I think 2 shotguns with I think about 4 or 5 pistols. I can't remember. There's the one I'm using, there's a revolver, and then there's a Desert Eagle type one, which I'm using the starting one, which is actually without doubt my favorite pistol in this game, just because it doesn't take long to fire and it's a lot more accurate than the other stuff. The guns are without a doubt probably the most balanced things I've ever seen in a game, because the fact that like they actually took the time to think about like what should this gun do compared to the other ones. Like this sniper, since it's semi-automatic, it takes normally around 2 body shots to kill because it's a semi-automatic and fires low caliber rounds. The pistol I have right here takes like almost a full clip to kill someone, which sounds realistic if you're holding. Sorry, it doesn't sound realistic. It sounds fair considering the fact that like you're wearing a full suit of armor. So it makes sense to do that. And what's awesome about all the guns they have, like assault rifles and things, is assault rifles, they do higher damage, but they have such a slower rate of fire compared to the other machine guns, the submachine guns. Like the submachine gun in this game is called the Feline. I haven't played this game in a while due to different reasons. And right there, actually, I want to talk about that for a second. A one-shot headshot, that is without a doubt completely fair, because honestly, in any shooter, if you get shot in the head, you shouldn't be able to just walk away and not take like you got no damage to it at all. Unlike with like games like Call of Duty and Halo has it right too, where you get like one shot headshotted when you don't have any shields. That makes sense because honestly, if you get shot in the brain, your brain's going to shut off and cause you to fall over and not be able to do anything. So walking away from getting shot in the head doesn't really make any sense. Unlike in this game where almost every single headshot is a kill unless it's like a pistol or something. Which then sometimes you can just, walk away and then you'll have to get headshotted again. Anyway, getting back to the guns. The assault rifles have higher damage, but they have such a slower rate of fire compared to the submachine guns. Submachine guns, it's the opposite. They have such a high rate of fire, but then they do low damage, because they shoot low caliber rounds. And then shotguns, they do quite good. They're kind of accurate. They're not just all over the flipping place like people think they are or think they should be. They're accurate, but they're not inaccurate. And it's like they're like as accurate. They have actually like a circle in the screen. Like if you look at the crosshair on my screen right now, if you draw a circle around those 4 lines that I have, that's probably as big as the crosshair is, but maybe slightly bigger than that. And they stay within that area a little bit, but they don't do a lot of damage, so you do have to fire multiple shots. But it's within reason enough to make it fair, so people don't just run around in Modern Warfare 2 with a Spaz 12 and be like, haha, you're dead. Never mind. And then LMGs, they do such heavy damage, big ammo clips, but they have no fire rate really at all. They don't do anything. I mean, you could easily just fill up all of your unload tons of your ammo from your LMG and not have anything happen to you. So basically, this game is one of the most balanced things I've seen. And also in terms of the perks and whatnot, some of the perks are or some of the weird they're not weird per se, as more of just different perks than Call of Duty would never have thought of, or just they wouldn't have put them as perks. They would have put them as attachments. Like they put Call of Duty 4 had that. Never mind. Like in this game, they have rapid fire as a perk instead of an attachment, so it applies to all your guns instead of having to waste an attachment. Which actually, going back to the weapons really quick, the weapons actually, you can put on as many attachments in different categories as you can. Like you can't put on 2 different scopes and like 3 different other attachments, something like that. Like you could put on different attachments of each category. So like for example, in the Scar one, for Scar, you could put on a reflex sight with extended magazine with a grenade launcher. And it doesn't waste a perk slot, because it's really doesn't make sense to have to waste a perk slot to put more attachments on your guns. I mean, it's an attachment, it goes on your gun anyway, so just let them do it, which is one thing I love Crytek for doing. And then the other thing I want to talk about is the perks, which I was already touching about earlier. But the thing about the perks is they actually balance them in a way which makes sense. Like they put all the really powerful perks that would probably get abused by people. The extra side ammo, or the rapid fire, or the aiming down your sight reduced, which is amazing. I'm glad they actually took the time to think about that. But anyway, this game, without a doubt, is probably my favorite shooter to play. If any of you guys are looking into trying to buy a shooter or trying to find a good game that's actually fun to play, go ahead, look into Crysis. It's well worth your time, and I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary, and there will be more to come. I'll see you guys later.